Hi, it's Jan from New York City, and we're going to save $5 one way or another to keep up this challenge. What challenge am I talking about? If you go back a couple of videos ago, you will find that I believe, and so many others seem to agree with me too, that by being able to save $5 a week, it can actually help be life changing for some people. So let's get started. I'm not even going to do an intro. How do you like that? Okay, ready? 1. Make do-over meals from the original grandparent meal. What the heck is a grandparent meal? A grandparent meal is my terminology for the original meal. The goal is to, at the end of the day, get 3 meals from the original grandparent meal. Well, we could use a simple example, like roasting a turkey or roasting a chicken. You could get many grandchildren meals out of that from the original meal. Even if you bought a chicken, for example, at the grocery store, you just happened to be there and there was a manager special on those roast chickens, the ones that are done up, you get the original meal that you take when you go home, but you cut up the remainder of it and pack it up in individual wrappings, and you freeze those pieces up so they do not go sour, and you can regenerate, recreate, have more grandchildren meals out of the original grandparent meal. This can save you beyond $5. So I don't want to hear, I can't save $5. You sure can. Just need to plan. Next, batch cook at one time, and actually, like I always say, be the CEO of your kitchen and manufacture your own freezer meals. There are so many benefits to making your own meals, especially at one sitting. And you know something? You can actually multitask it very easily. While you might have some things going on in your oven, you can have things going on inside of your slow cooker or your instant pot, whatever it is that you enjoy working with. With me, it's always slow cooker. I just like it. It's easier for me. And I could get a couple of things done at the same time. So why spend extra time when you could get the thing done sooner? I like to batch cook. I like to freeze my own stuff. I like knowing what's in there. And when I can create meals that way, all at once, I'm not only saving money, I'm saving time, I'm saving effort, and even once in a great while, sanity. How many times have you come home from work really tired? And what makes you take that telephone and pick it up and make a phone call to spend that extra money on takeout and everything? It can all be eliminated. Just make the meal in advance when you have a little time. Next, cancel all unnecessary trips, which involves traveling expenses. The goal is to save that $5 a week. I think you're going to end up saving beyond $5 a week. I know I've said this before, but keep in mind, there are new people who may be tuning into my videos, and this may be their very first one. So in my honest opinion, if you could do the thing, whatever the thing may be, virtually, online, why should you forfeit car fare, gas money? With prices these days, every little bit of savings can add up. Next, skip Trinket shopping. Now, I know a lot of people may not love this one because, I don't know, it may be fun. Sure, of course it's fun. Skip Trinket shopping for the most part. I didn't say eliminate it forever and ever and ever, because the goal is this: if you could save that $5 a week, eliminating trinket shopping. What's trinket shopping? Buying things that are really not needed, where it's like a want. I mean, you could ask yourself, why am I really going to that store to buy the trinket? Because I love the trinket so much, or is it an activity? Now, some people mix it up. It's a place to go. It's something to do. I get that. Maybe you can decide to take a walk, or just enjoy your local playground, or just find something that's free, a free activity that does not involve trinket shopping. Because sometimes it's not just that you're paying for the trinket. Factor in your traveling. Factor in the gas that it takes to drive to the place where you're getting the unneeded trinket. Factor in the $3 cup of coffee you may crave after all of that shopping for a trinket. Factor it in. Don't be deprived. Swap it out. We don't break habits. We exchange habits. We replace them. Do some other activity that brings you joy and a smile in your heart. Like I said, perhaps consider that walk or that free ferry ride or whatever it is that's in your town. Let's see. Bake low cost and easy to make cookies. More than likely, you probably have every single cookie component, every single ingredient right in your own pantry and don't know it. So instead of spending that extra money on the cookies, well, I could just give you right now the easiest recipe for a half a dozen cupcakes. Excuse me, wrong. A dozen cupcakes. Sorry. And all you need is 1/2 a box of your favorite box cake mix. Okay? Well, how do you get a half a box of cake mix out of it? Well, I'll tell you how. This is what I do. I take the contents out, meaning the bag that's inside the box. I'm holding the bag. I shake it up a little bit so everything mixes together. Shake, shake, shake. Twist it in the middle so it looks like an hourglass, even on the top, even on the bottom. Then all I do is snip a little snip on the side on the top, and I pour out the first half of the contents in a mixing bowl. I take 1 egg. I take 1/2 a cup of water. And then I take 3 capfuls of vegetable oil or canola oil, not olive oil. You don't put olive oil for that. Mix it together. Let it sit. This is a good trick, by the way. So it gives the batter time to rise. Let it sit. And if you can have that egg at room temperature, even better. So your oven is preheating at 350. You're going to grease your cupcake tin or put those cupcake paper holders, whatever you have, or spray. And then you're going to just fill up each with about 1/2 to 3/4 full of your cupcake mix. And then you're going to follow package directions and bake for that amount of time. I mean, really. Now, some people say, well, why don't you just make the whole 24? When you're a family of one, you don't want 24 cupcakes. Even 12 are a lot. So what I end up doing is I put 6 in the freezer. But if you have a bigger family, wouldn't 12 cupcakes still be enough? If not, then just make the whole box. You're still saving money, especially if you could get box cake mix on the cheap. These are all adding up to your $5 savings. That's the goal, in case you're walking by and listening to someone else listening to this video. The goal is to save $5 every single week. And I'm so happy to all the people who have decided to join. And by the way, this challenge is in perpetuity. What does that mean? Forever and ever and ever. Try to save $5 a week forever and ever and ever. I know we can do it. Okay. Going to switch this over. Next. The other day I mentioned to decrease having meat, but I don't want you to be misled into thinking I want you to decrease your protein. No. Protein is essential, you need it, and it is the only thing that truly satisfies hunger. But you don't have to get expensive protein. Red meat can be expensive, unless you're getting it on sale or a manager special. You have to investigate that and you have to double check. But on those weeks when you already know your store circular and the meat is like really not the price you'd prefer for it to be, either spread that meat out a lot, and I mean a lot, which is very helpful, that's okay, or swap it out for less expensive proteins. You could get chicken, you could get eggs, you could have cheese, you could have dairy, you could have tuna. If you enjoy tuna fish, always keep it on hand. It's a good thing to have, and it's a great go-to, especially on those days and nights when you're kind of like really tired. Also, canned chicken, canned boneless chicken is a great, great swap out. The next one, buy the better dish liquid, the one that begins with letter D. Now, I know that sounds kind of repetitive, but again, for the new person coming here, Get the dish detergent that begins with letter D, because I look at it this way. I rather buy one bottle of that per month than buy, mistakenly thinking that I'm getting a good deal, 3 bottles of the cheap stuff that doesn't do the job. I could take a little bitty, pour it, put extra water in an empty bottle, and it really stretches for me. One small bottle actually literally lasts me 4 to 5 weeks. The small bottle, imagine. And I don't eat takeout. Everything I have is here. So, which means I'm cleaning up, which means I'm using dish liquid that begins with letter D. Why? Because it's an investment and it's a savings. Yes, you'll save the $5. Next, use hydrogen peroxide and baking soda paste. You can use it for multiple reasons, but in this case, I'm just identifying it for toothbrushing purposes. I use it every day. I use it every day for years. It's an easy thing to do. It doesn't taste the greatest, but it gives you nice results. And if you don't care for the taste, you could buy the inexpensive dollar store version of a toothpaste, and that one begins with letter A, and it has 3 letters, and it's a blue gel. That's my favorite. That has a good flavor to it. But first start off with the baking soda and a capful of hydrogen peroxide. Spend a couple of minutes with that. It is worth it. And then follow it up again with another brushing session with that. There are so many ways to save. Oh my word, I actually do have more to go. Buy dollar store tea. I cannot emphasize that enough. Gone are the days where I'm ever again going to spend $3 to $5 on the 100 count tea that has, in my opinion, way too much packaging in it anyway. It feels like I'm going through Fort Knox just for me to get open the tea bag. I don't want that. The dollar store one that my brother or whoever it was, somebody, a friend or a brother, gifted me with this a while, about 2 months back. I still have like about 60 more to go. I'm telling you, it has an easy drawer to pull out. Everything is there. Just take it out when I need it. End the story. That's the way I like to drink regular tea. Give it a whirl. You haven't tried it yet. It is so worth it. If you drink regular tea, the other one, which is like 3 times the price, for me, Janet, those days are over. I'd rather keep that $5 in my wallet. Next, read the labels. Read the labels on your packages. You think you're getting bargains. To me, this is the incredible shrink down. Boxes and bags, they just look different. You pick them up, they feel smaller. Even a loaf of bread felt smaller to me the other day. And it's one of my favorite breads too. But we'll talk about that bread in a minute. Speaking of that bread, take that bread, that swirl bread, the cinnamon one. I love it. If you happen to have the cinnamon raisin swirl bread, oh my word, make French toast out of it and have that for dinner one night. Because if you have had enough savory at lunchtime and you have this for dinner, guess what? That sweetened dinner, which is so yummy that way, just make your French toast batter, put that in, and then do up your French toast with the raisin bread or the cinnamon swirl bread. Is really good. That with a little bit of honey drizzle on top, or your favorite pancake syrup on top. That, to me, that meal covers dessert and dinner. If I have dinner and dessert at the same time, there's no need for dessert because it is a sweet end of the day meal. That's if you like stuff like that as a treat once in a while. I know I do. Next, make a huge pot of split pea or lentil soup. I know we covered that in a previous video. Talk about a grandparent meal. This is a grandparent meal because you're going to get lots and lots of it. So therefore do that. And I have to tell you specifically this, the split pea soup, oh my word, that really yields a lot and it really freezes very well. When it comes out of the freezer, it comes out as one thick block. Don't get scared. When you reconstitute it for a future meal, just put a little bit of water, with perhaps a little salt or another bouillon cube in it. And then just put the frozen block in it on low and cover it, check on it. You're done. That's it. Easy peasy. Or defrost it for a day or so. Next and final one, make a tray of Lazy Man's lasagna. What is Lazy Man's lasagna? Thanks, Edie. baked ziti or baked rigatoni, all of those smaller pastas that you could just put together. You could put either vegetables, inexpensive vegetables, or you could, some people prefer cottage cheese instead of ricotta. I like the ricotta cheese. But ricotta, you don't even need shredded mozzarella unless you want it. You could just do, if you prefer a little, get the store brand of shredded low skim, low, what do you call that? Part skim, low moisture mozzarella. Very, very good. Great choices. And it yields a ton. And what you can do, that'll be the grandparent meal. And depending on your family size, you could get definitely that second meal for one of those Sundays. Maybe you want to watch a movie. Maybe you want to watch a game. All you have to do is take that pre-done, beautiful Sunday dinner, put it in your oven. While that's doing its thing, you could kick back and watch like some entertainment or something like that. You could always include some garlic toast to go with it. Do that. And in the morning, make a very small garden salad on the side. Have the family help set the table. You have the easiest, delicious Sunday dinner at hand. And you won't have to make those phone calls, and you will have definitely saved $5 plus. Try these principles. Why do I keep telling you these things? Because they work. They've worked for me. And if you do them, I know it'll work for you. There you go. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate who? You. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more savings tips and tricks. Have an amazing, fantastic day. I'm going to try to close out the show. I say try because let me tell you, lately it's like it's anybody's deal with this. Where's my intro? Where's my outro? Where's anything? Well, if I can't find it, we're just going to have to end it here. For some reason, it vanished. Have an amazing, fantastic day, everyone. Take good care. Bye-bye.